What did you get? You got a new phone?
No, I went, Motorola to a Samsung.
Oh,
And then now I'm going to a Samsung 8. This is a 6.
good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is 9 a.m., February 19th. Welcome to the weekly Tuesday morning County to County Board of Commissioners meeting. We'll open the meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance. And Rick, you want to lead us this morning? Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, Rick. This meeting is being streamed live, so if you wish to approach the board, you have a heads up. Also, if you have a cell phone, please silence it or turn it off. If you get a call and need to take it, please go out in the rotunda area so you don't disrupt the meeting. Is there anyone in the audience that has an item that they'd like to bring to the board's attention? Excuse me, that's not on the agenda. We want to allow them time during the open so we could do that. I don't see anyone. Is there any board members that have any concerns or conflicts of interest of any of the items on the agenda? No. Seeing none. That being said, I'll call for a motion to okay the agenda.
Second.
Motion by Hatton, second by Van Duzen. Any discussion? Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Minutes of the 12th meeting.
Move to approve as emailed.
We have a motion by Hatton, second by Gable. And by the way, Lee Gable is attending the meeting via the telephone, electronics today. So we will handle some of the motions differently than we have in the past. We have a motion and a second to approve the minutes of the February 12th meeting. Is there any discussion? Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. I'll call on you independently or individually, Lee, for as we go along here, all right?
Sounds good.
Mr. Chair, can I just, for the viewers and for the people's benefit, Commissioner Gable's out in Pierre for the Senate Bill 65 testimony, so he's representing the counties on that.
And that bill will be heard tomorrow on the floor of the Senate. All right, good. Let's go into monthly meetings. Item number 12, we're going to start right out with the Highway Department. So, Rick, come on up. Come forward.
Good morning.
Come on, Rick.
Let's turn your button on there, Rick.
Well, there's not a whole lot to tell for the monthly report other than moving snow. Our big snow blower broke down last week, no, the week before, and the parts just came for that, so we're gonna see if we can take the part somewhere and see if we can have it made here, because it has to come from Canada, and it just slows things way down. Hopefully we'll get that going either today or tomorrow so we can work on some snow banks. Right now we're having truck issues. We have 4 trucks available to plow snow. We have 5 routes. 3 of them are down. One of them's sitting at Titans right now. One of them's sitting in the shop. Hopefully parts will be here for that. And the other one is a pinion seal that we have to put in. But electrical stuff on these new trucks, it just takes a beating in the wintertime plowing snow.
And they're all pretty new, too. The trucks are. The ones that are down.
No, the ones that are down are the older ones.
Oh, they're the older ones.
Yep, the 3 newer ones, they're clicking right along. So.
Good.
Cold weather really takes a toll on equipment.
Yep.
We have 5 trucks and we have 3 that are down?
We have 7 trucks, we have 5 snow routes,
Okay,
and one of the snow route trucks is down.
okay,
So
okay,
we're down to using our spares.
right.
And a few of those trucks are getting close to 200,000 miles on them. So that'll be part of next year's budget to maybe get a few new trucks. Last Friday, one of our guys that runs Maintainer had a heart attack. So he'll be out for a little while. Not exactly sure how long. So that's another issue we're dealing with, so.
Okay.
But other than that, that's pretty much it. Moving snow and cleaning up after the wind.
So
Yeah.
with the gentleman that is out with a health issue, are you thinking you're gonna need some interim help for the maintainer while he would be out?
We have a guy that in the shop that has
Is
run
able to.
Maintainer, so he'll take over his position until he comes back.
Okay.
So that'll work out with that. That's pretty much it. So,
Okay.
It will end.
Yeah.
Sooner or later.
We're actually
It will
having
end.
kind of a normal winter. We're just not used to this because we've,
yep,
Well, that'll be mud.
yep. It's only 30 or so days till spring, so.
Yeah,
According to the calendar.
well, we even, if it just wasn't so extremely cold, that, puts that on top of the snow besides.
One nice thing, the snow's been light and fluffy, so it's not the real wet, heavy stuff. And the roads have stayed pretty good once we get them cleaned up, but
I'm not putting a lot of faith in Puxatawny Phil anyway. That's it.
He's in Pennsylvania anyway, so
Yeah, what does he know about South Dakota?
yep,
should get our own. I think they probably should have one at the zoo.
there you go.
Yeah, chance to review those bids?
Yeah, yep.
How'd Cindy do?
Cindy did an awesome job.
She's a great backup.
Oh, she's the best.
Add another thing to your list.
If you don't mind, Milo, Steve, you want to come up and we'll do all of these at the same time? You want to?
I let him finish his and then I'll.
All right, okay, all right, that sounds fine.
And
Go ahead.
normally, our practice is to take each supply item as a separate motion.
Yep. All right, go ahead.
So Rick can give his recommendation, and then you can call for a motion.
Yep,
Okay, we'll start off with concrete pipe. Chemcast was the lowest. They were at $27 per foot on the 24 inch. That's a difference of $1.72. Higher, 36 inch came in at $52. That was $2.53 higher. The 60 inch was $2.15. That was $4.16 higher
Then last year.
than last year, yes. And then to the pre-stressed bridge deck, the 40-foot interior, 23-inch depth, that was no change. It was $4,722. The 50-inch was no change. That was $6,860.
Isn't that big?
That was Forterra. And then concrete box culvert, Forterra was the only one that bid on the 8x8. That was $481. That was no change. And the 10x10 was $595. That was no change. The corrugated metal pipe, True North Steel, was the only bid. That was $14.70 for the 18-inch. That was $1.95 higher. The 24-inch, that was $2.47 higher. That was $18.62 a foot. The 30-inch was $29.97. 40, that was $3.90 higher. The 36 was 35.28, that was $4.68 higher. And then True North had the 5-inch by 1-inch corrugation. The 60-inch was $60.77. The difference of $7.67 higher. The 72-inch was $99.91. Difference was $12.61 higher.
Rick, if I can interrupt, you want to back up one on this corrugation, the 60 by 14 gauge. I got 5310 from last week. Is that did I screw up there?
That's what it was last year.
Oh, okay, and what is it now this year?
$60.77.
60, 77, okay.
Yep.
I had last year's number in there. All right, go ahead.
Okay, the 96,
Actually, I read that wrong. I discovered that when I was doing the minutes, and I corrected it in the minutes. I read 5310, and it should have been 6077. So that was my mistake.
You're forgiven.
the 96 inch was $133.90. That went up $16.90. The 108 inch was $150.38. That went up $18.98. And then the 5-inch by 1-inch corrugation arch, there was no change on that. That was $79.38. The 72-inch was $95.06, no change on that. And the 108-inch was $143.08, and there was no change on that. And then on the bridge lumber, the new price is $3,060. That went up $428. Diesel fuel at Sioux Valley for our shop is $2.41. At the outside shops, $2.51. Gas, E10 was $2.22. We don't, the E30 and the E85, we don't have any storage for that. So we aren't going to use it, and we have some old equipment. Some of it's older than Charlie that we have to keep going.
Wow.
Holy smokes.
So you, out at the highway, typically don't have any vehicles that you can put
I
in
think we
your
need
in?
some new
Don't you have,
tanks
like,
if
your
they're
pickup?
that old. They must be
Well,
leaking.
it's on the equipment. So, yep,
To crank it to start it.
yes, we have one of those, so. That's, the E30 was $2.12 and the E85 was $1.96.
Yep.
So,
What was that,
$1.69.
or 69, excuse me.
Another 69.
what was the deal with 6 cents off per gallon minus on going to the pump? Is that something?
That's what we currently use.
That's what we currently have right now.
Okay, so you'll probably talk, I mean, which way is the better,
Well, right now, gas is up to $2.25.
okay,
So
so it's
I'm gonna go with the
the bid price?
Bid.
bid price.
Yep.
Okay, the liquid asphalt per ton. Flint Hills was the only one that bid. They bid the MC 3000 at $599.64. That went up $69.69 a ton. The 150 through 200, that was $416.17. That went up $11.22. And they did not bid MC 70. So I'm trying to work with them to figure out where I can get MC 70. That's what we use in the spring to kind of glue our roads back together. That's something we spray on, and then we cover it up with P-rock. It bonds to the road and helps seal things together. And they don't, I talked to them last week, and they don't make it anymore. So I'm not exactly sure what's going to happen there. Hopefully I can get it from a different distributor. So I'll have to come up with a price on that yet.
Rick, that $599.64, was that MC 3000?
Yep, 3,000. Yep,
Yeah.
excuse me, I did not say that. Okay, pea gravel, Northern Conag. Their bid was $5.50. That went up 15 cents from last year. And then gravel crushing, Brownlee Construction, their half-inch is $2.98, no change from last year. 5/8 was $2.58, that was no change from last year. The 3/4 was $2.20, that is 4 cents less than it was last year. And Dunnix, for our asphalt patching material, the cold mix was $129 per ton. That went up $13 per ton. Hot mix patching, the 3/4 inch material, their bid was $67.50. That was $1 less per ton than it was last year. Half inch with 20% recycled material, the wrap, that was $69.50. Last year they did not have that on the bid. They bid 30% wrap, and that was $65. And the half inch virgin material, their bid this year was $74.50. That was $1 higher per ton than it was last year.
All right, so those are your recommendations, right, Steve?
Well, no, hang on. This is Rick.
Rick?
We need
whether
to
you
go
are-
back and do each one of these. You don't have to read me the prices, but you need to tell me who you're recommending for
Oh,
the
okay.
concrete pipe.
All right,
Yep,
All right, hang on, let me back up.
sorry about that, Cindy.
that's okay.
And then are we going to take these as separate motions then?
Yes,
per-
yes.
okay.
Concrete pipe is first.
Okay.
Rick's recommendation, then you can make, somebody
All
can make
right,
a motion.
let's go.
That was Chemcast.
Okay,
Chemcast.
Make a motion to approve.
Motion by
Rick's
Hatton to
recommendation.
recommend Chemcast, second by Commissioner Waterman. Any discussion? Any discussion? Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
All right, motion carries. Let's go on with,
pre-stress.
Mr. Chairman, I vote aye on that one.
okay, that's right. I'll call on you, okay? Sorry, I forgot you're out there.
That's Lee.
Go ahead.
Okay, the pre-stretched bridge deck, Forterra,
Just need a motion.
I'll make a motion to accept
Motion
it.
by Van Duzen, a second
Second.
by Commissioner Waterman.
Okay.
Any discussion? Any discussion? Any discussion? All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Commissioner Gable?
Aye.
All right, I believe we're in sync now. Motion carries.
okay, concrete box culverts, Forterra,
Make a motion to go with Rick's recommendation.
Motion by
Second.
Hatton, a second by Gable. Any discussion? Any discussion? Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Pole, same sign. Commissioner Gable?
Aye.
Go on then to
corrugated metal pipe.
corrugated metal pipe.
True North Steel has the bid for that.
I'll make a motion to accept the bid.
Motion by Van
Second.
Dusen, second by Commissioner Gable. Any discussion?
It's Waterman,
That was
I believe.
That was Charlie.
Second by Waterman. All right, second by Waterman. Any discussion? Any discussion? Any Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor indicate by saying aye.
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 Opposed, same sign. Commissioner Gable?
Aye.
Okay, let's go on to the,
Okay, the 5-inch by 1-inch corrugation, True
Yep.
North steel.
Make a motion to approve Rick's recommendation.
motion by Hatton, second
Second.
by Commissioner Gable. Any discussion? Any discussion? Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Commissioner Gable?
Aye.
Thank you. Motion carries.
Okay, the 5-inch by 1-inch corrugation arch, that would be True North steel.
Okay. Motion
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Commissioner Gable, second by, who was it? Hatton. Any discussion? Any discussion? Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Commissioner Gable?
Aye.
All right. Go on then to
Bridge lumber
bridge lumber.
would be True North steel.
Make a motion to
Motion
approve
by
that.
Hatton,
Second.
second by Gable. Any discussion? Why did that go up $400? That was a big jump. Any clue?
We don't use a lot of that anymore, do we, Rick?
No.
And that's per 1,000 board feet, right?
Metric board.
Or metric?
Yeah, I think so, yep.
Okay, any more discussion? Any more discussion? Seeing none, all in favor indicate by saying aye.
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 Opposed, same sign. Commissioner Gable?
Aye.
Motion carries. Let's go on then to
Diesel,
diesel fuel.
that would be Sioux Valley Co-op.
Make a motion to approve.
Motion by Van Dusen, second by Waterman. Any discussion? Any discussion? Any questions? Seeing none, all in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign? Yeah, you
So
want to
the-
break that down?
Well, okay. So we're accepting the diesel fuel for both the in-town shop and the out-of-town at 251 and 241?
Yes.
That's
Yep.
what I wait, that's the way I look
All
at
right,
it. You okay?
yes.
All right, we have a motion and a second. All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Commissioner Gable?
Aye.
All right, let's go on then to, we didn't have Gasohol.
Gasohol would be Sioux Valley
P10.
Co-op.
All right, okay, we have a
Okay.
motion,
Make a motion to
a
approve.
recommendation for Sioux Valley, motion by Hatton,
Yep.
second by Commissioner Gable, or Waterman. Any discussion? Any discussion? Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Commissioner Gable?
Aye.
Motion carries. Liquid asphalt.
That would be Flint Hills for the MC 3000 and the 150 through 200.
Motion to approve.
Motion
Accept.
by Van Dusen, second by Gable. Any discussion? Any discussion? Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Commissioner Gable?
Aye.
Motion carries. Pea gravel.
That would be Northern Conag.
Make a motion to approve.
Motion by Hatton, second
Second.
by Gable. Any discussion? Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Commissioner Gable?
Aye.
Motion carries. Gravel crushing.
That would be Brownlee Construction.
Make a
Motion
to
by
approve.
Hatton,
Second.
second by Van Dusen. Any discussion? Any discussion? Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Commissioner Gable?
Aye.
Motion carries. Last one is the asphalt patching material.
That would
Make
be,
a motion. Go ahead.
that would be Dunick for the cold mix and the hot mix patching material.
Motion by Waterman,
Second.
second by Van Dusen. Any discussion? Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Commissioner Gable,
Aye.
motion carries. Thank you, Rick, appreciate it.
Thank you.
Sorry for all the, not really confusion, but we have to kind of work around our absentee commissioner. All right, let's go to the weeds, the chemical. Morning, Rick. Rick, Steve, you guys, Rick and Steve.
We're gonna have to get name tags.
I think so. Well, last week we had two bidders, and so we had Van Diest and Hefty Supply. There was a couple questions that was brought upon of last week, a couple questions. When I get to them on those certain spots, I will acknowledge them. But first, I will do the aquatic glyphosate, which will be awarded to Van Diest at $13.83 a gallon. Secondly, the glyphosate at $11.34 to Van Diest. Next, Plateau at $103.99 from Van Diest. I will also put the Panoramic also for an option. It is a generic of the Plateau, but it is cheaper. There could be a couple of them that probably recommend that. At $98.99 from Van Diest. Nextly is the 2,4-D amine. This one here was the questioning on the 265 gallons. I did call Hefty, and they said most vendors are, their totes are 265 to 270 now. They can get them down to 250, but it did not make a difference on the price. That one there, the award goes to Hefty at $9.10 a gallon. Nextly is 2,4-D ester. This one here, I asked Van Diest and Sylviette because it was the same price as the amine. It was an incorrect amount for him. He had emailed me the correct amount, plus he asked if we could rescind or recertify this to make it good, but because it was incorrect, I'll have to disregard this one from Van Diest and award it to Hefty at $16.10. Just a side note, the actual bid that it was from him was $13.88, so it's a pretty good, huge amount. I do have some townships that do have ester, mostly in the fall. They probably won't be applying it for at this charge rate. So next, 2,4-D, or Tordon 22K. I will award this to Van Diest at $43.98. This was also in the 30s. I thought there'd be more discount with the 30-gallon drum. I will leave the option for the 30-gallon drum also, but we will probably mostly use 2.5-gallon jugs just because of handling and stuff on that one. Next, Grazon Neck.
And that goes to Van Diest.
That goes to Van Diest, yes.
Okay,
Next, the award goes to Hefty at $36.50 for the Grazon
What
Neck.
did you do with the Tordon 22K?
22K,
The 30 gallons?
the 30-gallon.
that goes.
I will leave the option for that also, to
Okay.
award to Van Diest.
Van Diest, okay.
Yes.
All right,
But most likely I'll just be getting the
Okay.
2.5s.
all right.
And then Grazon next, award it to Hefty again at $36.50. Non-ionic surfactant, this one here, Van Diest had sent 2 quotes. The one is actually a lot better product. It holds on to plants longer and also spreads better. But because of the price, I don't think we will probably be using that one. So I will disregard that $20.62 offer. But I'll go with the one from Van Diest at $10.39.
Make a motion to approve Steve's recommendation.
Okay, we have a motion by Hatton to approve the recommendations of the lead supervisor. Is there a second? Second by Commissioner Waterman. Any discussion?
Steve,
Mr.
just,
Chairman?
do I have this right? So we went 2,4-D Amine and 24D Esther, and Grazon Next were the only 3 from Hefty, is that right?
That is correct.
Okay.
Commissioner Gable, you had a question?
No, I think Commissioner Van Duzen asked the same question. Are we doing this all as one motion, or do we just, which is fine with me, just want to follow the
We can do
process?
it with one motion, can't we?
Correct.
Yeah, we can do it all with one motion. Any more discussion? Good question. Any more discussion? Any more discussion? Seeing none, all in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Commissioner Gable?
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you, Steve. And you want to plug your oyster feed before you walk out?
Yes, the oyster feed next week, Wednesday at 6:30, and the meetings to follow.
Okay. Thank you, Steve and Rick. Appreciate it. Let's go on to Marlo, Facility Manager. Thank you for hanging in there, Milo, and we can get that out of the way.
Morning, Milo.
Good morning. Yeah, I'll start off with Memorial Park. Excuse me. We have had our first few online reservations placed for 2019. Just as a reminder, online reservations are allowed 90 days previous to their first night's stay, which opens up the windows now, for reservations in May. I have been working with an Eagle Scout who has taken on tree planting at Memorial Park as his Eagle Scout project. We are hoping to raise donations for 50 one-inch diameter trees to be planted at the park in April or early May. And with that said, today is the day to start talking about the memorial trees for Memorial Park project. I visited with a lot of folks last fall who were interested in this project, and this is going to be a great tie-in. To anybody listening to our meeting today that is interested in donating a tree or a monetary donation towards a tree, please contact me or one of your commissioners for more information. We're really excited about these projects coming together and combining it.
Great project.
So, ag building. Despite Mother Nature's interference, we had another very successful winter farm show. I extend my appreciation to everybody who helped us deal with all of the darn snow that descended on us in the last month. The highway shop literally moved tons of snow on numerous occasions in preparation for the farm show. About the time we thought we had things ready, it seems like we had another dumping of snow that we had to deal with. Then they came to our rescue during the show when that little blizzard blew through. The building staff out there worked both ends of the candle to keep us up and running that week. And the city departments were at our side to help out. Without everyone's help and dedication, we could have had a really bad week out there, but it went very well.
Has it ever been, like Thursday, with the weather conditions, they shut it down at 2:30? Has that ever happened before that you can recollect?
I think maybe one other time, but I'm not totally sure of that. The buildings all held up very well with minimal issues to contend with. Now we're rushing headlong into the heavy use season for the expo buildings. This past weekend we had the Pheasants Forever banquet and the Brookings Rabbit Show. And coming up next is the Big Boys Toy Show, followed by the Home Builders Show the first weekend in March. So things are cranking up out there. The courthouse. The building remodel drags on, but is nearing completion. Final walkthrough was held last Friday in the courtroom area, which is basically complete with the exception of just a few minor details. We were granted, I received an email, we were granted, you might have to help me out with this one, Lee, permission to an occupancy permit, I guess is what they call it. So that's actually ready to start being used, which opens it up for court service to start moving in. As I understand, they start to plan to start moving in this Friday. This will open up another area upstairs for us to start working on as they start shuttling their staff, into their new offices and vacate some other offices. And so the project will come to an end. As you have witnessed, the new security setup has been started down on ground floor. This should be completed sometime in March. Like everywhere else, snow removal has been an issue up here as well. Our staff now considers snow as a four-letter word. My thanks to them for keeping the sidewalks and the parking lot usable up here. It's been a major task. Detention center. We are experiencing some water issues in the emergency management offices, which are located downstairs. With all of the snow coming in on cars as they pull into the detention center sally port, the melt-off is finding a way to get into the basement. Kind of giving us fits. We haven't been able to identify how that is happening yet, but we're still working on it. Unfortunately, the water is finding its way right into Jim's office.
Hope it's not on his computer.
Milo, is there a reason to heat that garage out there? Every time I'm in there, the heater's running in that garage. Is there something out there that has to be heated?
No. I guess there's a water line coming in. So that would be of concern.
Yeah.
So yeah, we haven't, like I said, we haven't been able to track that yet, but we're working on it. In the meantime, I have suggested to Jim that maybe we do some rearranging of office equipment downstairs to minimize the potential damages. And we have requested that they try and minimize the length of time that vehicles spend in the sally port. But realistically, that's not a good option. I'll keep you posted on further developments. So we're still in the planning stages of adding another restroom for UA testing over there. We're really hoping to get that up and rolling soon. Either the sheriff or I will be requesting agenda time to get that rolling, hopefully in the next week or two. So that's kind of it in a nutshell for my department. Any questions while you have me up in front?
I don't know if it's a question, but it's something that I kind of anticipated was going to happen. And I think some nice weather would help solve this issue, but that south parking lot, we've noted is full. Of course, the snow takes up some of those parking spots, but I think as that south entrance is going to be used more and more and more all the time by court services and the court people, I don't know what the answer is, and I'm certainly open for suggestions and something that we should be thinking about down the road. Do we need to start reserving that south parking lot for customers?
Good luck.
Yeah, good luck with that. I know that's exactly what I'm thinking too. But I'm certainly open for suggestions, but you understand what the problem. I wouldn't be any different. If I work if I'm the first one here, that's where I'm going to park, because it's empty, right? And maybe if we can get rid of the snow and the snow banks and the ice, maybe we'll use that parking spot across the street. But
that's been attempted before. The request has went out from the commissioners to the employees, to please utilize the parking lot across the street to the west, but
and
what
right
can
now,
I say?
it's almost a hazard to get from there over to here. I mean, with the snow and the ice and everything. So let's just hope that we get some warm weather and can kind of dry things out, and that'll help, I think.
Some of the days, I think part of the issue is that, when the city's going by and cleaning the streets and avenues or whatever, that they can't park there until that process is done. So some of them have had to be in there until that gets done, but.
Yeah, we're not alone in that issue. It's-
We've always had an issue
It's a
with the
problem.
parking lot. It's never big enough.
Yeah. Yeah, so, at least they know that we're aware that there is an issue out there, and that whether it helps them feel any better or not, that's about all we can do right now.
Milo, can you, not to change the topic here, Mr. Chair, but can you visit with Brad and see if we have to have that heater running all the time in the garage over there? Maybe that would help with some of the melting off the cars. If there's no need to run the heater, it's because I know a lot of times the garage door's open and that heat's just going out anyway.
Yeah.
But, basically we transport prisoners into the garage and then walk them into the jail. So if there's no real reason to pay to heat the garage, if that's part of the problem is the runoff of the snow melt and stuff, maybe that would be not a long-term solution, but maybe a temporary solution to get some of that ice, and then we can just scoop the ice out
You know,
or
another
whatever.
thing,
But I think if we don't have to run that heater all the time, we shouldn't be.
Taking your thought a little bit further, it all runs off the cars and down into the drain. And wherever it's going, maybe we could put a squeegee out there and it'd squeegee it out the door.
actually, there's squeegee out there, some brooms out there, and, but apparently they're all left-handed.
Well, then we should put in a requisition for right-handed ones also.
So,
And
Anyway,
Steve
but
over there had volunteered with his left hand.
and as far as I know, as far as I know, we've always had that problem, haven't we, with runoff going down into
Yeah.
those offices in the basement and stuff. So,
Yeah, maybe we could be a little bit more vigilant in removing it before it hits the drain.
The thing is, you start pushing several hundred gallons of water out that garage door, and pretty soon you got a parking lot that you can't get across.
full of ice, and there's a
Yeah.
slope right there, so that is
Yeah.
a safety issue for people
Yeah.
walking into the sheriff's office. So
Oh,
we got to be
Spring
careful
will
with that too.
definitely help this problem.
Yeah.
I think warm weather would help a lot of our issues right here.
Should we take this up in 120 days?
Yeah, let's discuss it in 120 days. All right, anything else for Milo? Can you hang around? Be good for you to be here for when we get down to the furniture and this kind of stuff, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Smile.
Let's go on then to item number 7, acknowledgement of Watertown Elks raffle. And this is kind of new again for us. It's in your packet. We had the Lions Club, and now we have the Elks.
Everybody's just trying to make sure that they're in compliance with the law, so all we have to do is note that we've received notice from the Elks, and if there are no complaints, or if there are no objections, no motions are needed.
Is there any objections? Then it's been duly noted. Good luck with the raffle. Thank you. Let's go on then to item number 8. Note the consumer price index for property taxes payable in 2020.
So, the only way the county can increase their property tax requests from year to year is through growth of new construction in the county and the CPI. We received notice from the state of South Dakota that the CPI for taxes payable in 2020 is 2.4%. The amount the county is allowed to have for pay 2019 is $8,270,976.53. So to calculate what we're allowed to increase the CPI for taxes payable in 2020, we take that amount times the 2.4%, which gives us an increase of $198,503.44. So that is the property tax request that we can ask for an increase for taxes payable in 2020, which goes to fund the county general budget. At this time, we don't know what our growth is. We don't find out growth until later in August. So whatever the percentage of growth is, we can also take it times that 8.2 million number and add it to the 198,000 later in the year.
Would you please read that 8,270,000 number again?
That is the number that we are currently levying
Yeah,
for
what was
property
it?
taxes.
What
It's
was that?
$8,270,976.53. And with the consumer price index that's been reported to us by the state of South Dakota, we can increase that amount by $198,503.44.
Yep.
And we can still add our growth to that when we have that number.
Everybody understand that? Thank you, Cindy. That's a
Yep.
good, simple explanation. All right, and we don't need to take any action on
No,
that. That's
nope.
information for us. Let's go on item number 9, which is action to declare printer surplus to be destroyed. And we've got some printers that need to be
These are 2 HP LaserJet printers from the Director of Equalization Office, and Shauna is recommending that both of them be destroyed.
Make a motion to declare those printers surplus to be destroyed.
Second.
motion by Hatt, second by Van Duzen. Is there any discussion? Any discussion? Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Lee, what was your vote?
Aye.
Yep, motion carries. Let's go on then to number 10. Action to approve purchase of furniture for courthouse security checkpoint. And Milo, are you in the loop with this at all, or is it? I am not. It's all Lee. Lee, go ahead. You got.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Chairman. So this is a motion to approve the purchase of furniture. You should have a packet with an invoice, several pages of pieces of modular furniture. The price is $5,282. You'll recall we budgeted $15,000 from the Future Building Projects Fund in this year's budget. That money resides in line 429.10. So my motion is that we approve the purchase of this furniture, and I can answer questions if somebody seconds.
All right, is that a motion?
That's a motion, Mr. Chairman.
All right, we have a motion by Commissioner Gable,
Second.
second by Commissioner Van Dusen. Any discussion?
Lee, you had sent 2 different documents. You sent one last week, you sent one this morning. There is a difference in the price. I noticed on one of these that the $60 for the layout drawing services was not included. I'm just wondering which one is,
Well, the more recent one, the date I'm looking at is dated on the December the 19th.
okay, and the one that you sent me this morning is dated February 14th, and that is for $5,340, which is a difference of on the invoice you sent me this morning, there are layout and drawing services of
That's line
$60.
Okay.
Line 20.
Yeah, that was just the one I sent with the layout, with the diagram. That was just to show what it looked like.
No, but they had a charge on the invoice of $60
Oh, really? Okay. I just
on the one that's dated February 14th.
Okay.
So the difference I've got is $5,340 or $5,282.
Then why don't we postpone it? I would make my motion to postpone so I can get clarification on that.
Okay. We will put it on the agenda for next week.
Somebody want a
I'll
second?
second that.
Okay.
We have a motion and a second to postpone it. All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Lee?
Aye.
All right, we will iron it out at our meeting next week. And that's you have those numbers now, Lee?
Yeah, I just have to. I apologize. I thought I was looking at the right one, and so I will
Okay.
get this straightened up. So.
All right, we've got the packet, and like Lee says, or like Cindy said, it's a little bit different in prices.
So what do we do with the initial motion and second?
We'll take it up
Aye.
after we determine next week.
Okay.
There was a motion and a second.
Yeah.
We postponed
So
it.
I amended my motion.
Okay. All right.
All right, Change orders. Any change orders, Lee, for the courthouse model project?
I have none, Mr. Chairman.
All right, action to approve claims for payment. Cindy?
Nothing today.
And budget supplements?
We do have some budget supplements in the amount of $3,000. And this was part of a Homeland Security Hazmat Awareness Training grant that we received. We paid 2 instructors a total of $1,500. We can supplement the emergency management budget with that grant reimbursement.
Move to approve.
Motion by Hatton, second by
Second.
Van Duzen. Any discussion? Any discussion? Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Lee?
Aye.
Motion carries. Personnel changes, we do have a couple in our packet.
Actually, I received one more after I had sent the packets out. The first one is Erin Lenzner. She is the criminal support coordinator at the jail. She's doing anniversary step increase, 2-step 10, $20.91 an hour. Steve DeVille was temporary hire for the farm show at step 6, $17.25 an hour. And Julie Galliseth is a correctional officer who's due a step increase to step 4, $19.66 an hour.
All right, you've heard the requests. Motion?
Motion to approve?
Motion by Hatton, a second by Gable. Any discussion? Any discussion? Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Commissioner Gable?
Aye.
Motion carries. Any travel requests?
None today.
I have none. Mature business. Do we have any old business to bring to the board today?
Maybe just
Mr.
clarify.
Chairman.
Oh, go ahead, Lee.
Go ahead, Lee.
Yeah, just real quick, you recall we had the fire alarm bid. Just for everybody's information, the pre-bid meeting is on the 20th, so that's tomorrow at 1 o'clock in the chamber. So, and Milo and Chip, the fire marshal, will be handling that meeting.
Milo just stepped out, but he's aware of it, right?
Yeah, he is.
Okay, thank you. Anything else? Any other old business?
Maybe just clarification. Our Sioux Valley Commissioners meeting is March 20th in
Yep.
Bryant.
Anything else? Any other old business?
Yeah, I will need to know by March 8th if you're going, so I do have a couple of meetings yet that I'll be bringing that up for the Sioux Valley meeting.
All right, how about new business? Anyone have any new business to bring to the board this morning?
Mr. Chairman, just
Go ahead, Lee.
I think I might have mentioned this last week, but we confirmed it. So the CCJAC meeting that was scheduled for tonight is moved to March 19th. And then there is also a JDAI meeting today at noon at the high school. So I think I may be able to attend that by phone. And I think Commissioner Van Duzen might make it there before the planning meeting.
Planning meeting's at 12:30, Lee. That one's at noon, so probably not going to be there. If you're going to be there by phone, so.
I'll try to be.
Okay.
All right, any other new business? Any other new business? How about open? Anything for the open this morning?
Mr. Chair?
Go ahead, Lee.
Troy?
Troy.
I had the opportunity to attend the Watertown Day at the Legislature this past week, and I know Commissioner Gable was out there helping with Senate Bill 65, and I know Commissioner Hanton was also out there. And if you have an opportunity to go out there for that, I would highly encourage you to go out and see the process of how those bills make it through the legislature. And I would just like to thank the Watertown Chamber and the Watertown Development Corporation for the opportunity to do that. I know Chris was here, he's left, but it was a great opportunity, so thanks.
Yeah, it's always a good outing, and let the legislators know that we're keeping an eye on them back here in Watertown. I think I need to send a special thank you to Lee. Lee's putting in lots and lots of hours out there. We really appreciate all the work that you're doing, and to support Lee, get on their email and text messaging or whatever, and contact our legislators and get them to get behind us on that SB 65. It goes to the House, our Senate floor tomorrow, and we need all the help we can get for
And I
Lee
think,
out there.
Mr. Chair, I think most of our legislatures, our local representatives are on board with Senate Bill 65. I think it could meet some resistance in the Senate, on the Senate floor. So if anybody knows anybody that's in the state Senate, send your senator an email and encourage them to support Senate Bill 65.
Yep.
I would also add, it's very convenient on Watertown Day that they take a bus out, so that's always a nice way that people don't have to travel out on their own. And I would have to say I've attended many of these now probably every year since I've been a commissioner. And I think our attendance this year was better than, or more than in past years, and especially with the social later, we had a lot of the legislators and senators come through, and it sounds like next year we could get more. It's just kind of a different sort of venue that they appreciated, and I did have the opportunity as well to visit with several of them about Senate Bill 65 and kind of explain it in a little bit more layman's terms, and so it's just good to have those opportunities to have those conversations with them. So
I think we had close to 60 people that went from Watertown here. 30 of us rode the bus out and back, and no matter if you ride a bus or if you drive, going to Pier is a long way. Yeah. But just because there's not a lot to look at, but it was fun. It was a good time. So.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for doing that. Anything else for the good of the cause? I do not have a request for an executive session.
I'll make a motion to
A motion
adjourn.
to have a motion by Hatton to adjourn,
Second.
a second by Van Duzen. All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Lee,
Aye.
we are adjourned. Thank you. Keep up the good work, Lee.
So thanks for letting me participate by phone. I know it's a bit of a pain.
Yep.
I think that's all I have for you to sign.